Folks all over the shoreline dealing with flooded basements after yesterday's rain.
Yeah, your reporter Owen Kingsley now live in Milford with more on the cleanup efforts. Owen.
Yeah, up and down the shoreline, local companies helping dry out some basements across the state today. One company that we spoke with says, though, they keep seeing those same mistakes by homeowners that leave them unprepared when it's time to pay off and pay for some of the cost of that damage. You probably noticed the roadways underwater Tuesday afternoon. For some, that water crept into their homes. Professional Cleaning and Restoration Systems of Connecticut in Derby had about 10 calls Tuesday for flooded basements, many facing 3, 6, or 9 inches of standing water. They recommend getting a professional to pump it out and properly dry out your basement. During this process, and the cost that comes afterward, they recommend all homeowners double check to see if your insurance policy has you covered.
I would say the most important thing is to get a good, trusted insurance agent and listen to what they have to say, specifically about additional coverages that may not be included as a regular homeowner's policy. You know, a lot of times people are surprised to find out that they didn't have this coverage, but it's something they declined to save a little bit of money.
Coming up at 5, how to properly dry out your basement and the problems you could face if you don't do it correctly. Your reporter live in Milford, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Owen, thank you very much.